This is play. Let me know if you can hear me. I said I got four y'all in here. So what's going on? But okay. Thank y'all. Y'all are so crazy. Y'all but fell and I love dealing with y'all. Y'all therapy for me when I'm on the road. But y'all are so crazy. Y'all really, really, really are. How is a video of me dancing when I'm fresh out of the shower and I'm in the mirror getting so much when I tell you about something that happened, baby, y'all something else, honey. Y'all something else. It's like, uh, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's a mess. Y'all a mess, but thank y'all. I appreciate the love. Love is love. Love is love. What's up, Rasheed? I'm in a matrix. Hold on. Okay. Did they help a little bit? Hold on. Let me check my thing. Hold on, child. Let's see. There you go. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Uh, I got it on speaker. So I don't know, y'all. My boss is up, so we gonna say, child. And I left my laptop at the house when I went through my little transition. And thank you also for LOE, my little video over there going up too. Oh, it page got over 2,000, right? Mine's got number 200, but that's okay. That's okay. Love Maverick did me wrong, but that's all right, baby. That's all right. But what's good, y'all? What's good, fam? Made it down Laredo, and I'm about to when this live is over. Go check in. Most likely this load ain't damn ready. Whenever I go to this place, y'all, and Laredo, this load is never ready. It's never ready. Never, ever, never, never. They always waiting for some some kind of thing. And I left from down here to McAllen to here. So you know how that feels going to Tennessee, which I'm happy to keep it down south. Tennessee's still down south, but I'm not ready to go back to Minnesota or Iowa or Nebraska or any one of them type places. You know, 'cause it's cold as hell. You see, I'm in a little black tree still from yesterday evening. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. But what's good with y'all 28? I want to talk a little bit with y'all. I forgot to tell y'all. Um, since like December of last year, really November of last year, your girl been going through counseling, and it took me a while to get it in my head that I really needed it. You know what I mean? Cause like you're crazy things like that, but it's been a help. And then I can have phone sessions with her too, but I like to be there in person. And she's not expensive. I'm not gonna put her online anything like that because I'm not getting paid to do that. But it's just so good, Going into the new year, um, it's all about getting better altogether, not just in like finances, but also what's up, Reggie Rogers, Reggie Roberts is good. I ain't seen you over in a long time, sir. Let me Rashid. Yeah. Um, yeah, but it's all about health. It's about health all around, y'all. It's about health and body, mind, spiritual. Because this box, being this box, can do something to you when you're out here busting your rump. Like right, I didn't get a check Friday, busting around with this lease. I was 2 weeks in the hole. You know what happened to me, what I was trying to do, whatever. Um, So, you can get a little bit down, you could be a little slump a little bit when you're in trucking, just when you OTR. So um you have to find somebody you can go to and you kind of can release a lot of things. It don't get me wrong, your girl shape praise. If it's that prayer, I talk to my Lord daily. You know this, this with your girl. You've been watching me for going on 5 years. But I honestly to tell y'all that going to the counseling has really, really been good for me. It's been able to be open about a lot of things because when you be on the road and you be by yourself like me, especially being a lady, there's a lot of things that you can encounter. There's a lot of things that don't go right. And sometimes you can really feel alone. And I chop it up with y'all, but then I hear in the flesh with me when I go through what I go through. You know what I mean? So I encourage y'all to try to counsel. Now you're not crazy, you're not losing your mind. It's not weird. I have to tell y'all this. Uh, you know, um, and the lady I go to, she's like $30 per session. She's $30 for 45 minutes. And she's $50 for an hour. This is $100 for an hour, 30 minutes. That's a charging. Um, but that's not very expensive for me. It's kind of on the cheaper side than what a lot of other therapists and things like that are going through. I encourage you not to go to a church. Because a church, don't get me wrong, a church is what they are, but the church is only going to give you like biblical standpoints. And you need someone that can dig a little bit deeper than just what the Bible says. You know, a lot of churches that we give counsel, but they're not equipped sometimes and educated and going to a different level of the mind. Does that make sense? But I said I was gonna go to counseling and be more into going to counseling this year, and I have. Okay. Yeah, I know I tried to go to Mary, that was a letdown. I got all excited and things like that. Because I really want a bigger turnaround to happen, and you can't keep jumping and doing this and that and the other. Because I watch different drivers on here do different things, and you can't keep doing the same thing, want a damn different result. That's just not going to happen. And then keep praying to God that something's going to come through for you. It's just not going to work. Okay. I don't feel like the Lord is a Lord of mischief and mystery. I mean, he saves them in mysterious ways, but not like that. What's up, Ghost Time, baby? How you doing? Um, but I just realized and took accountability for myself and say, have I really been disciplined about everything? That's personal life, that's family, that's finances, and all the things that I want. You heard me say I want my own authority, but have I been disciplined enough to get my authority? The answer is no. You know what I'm saying? Do I want this? I want the house, and I want all those different things. You know, um, relationships and all that. But you have to come realize it, and come realize that you say you're not um at that particular place that you can say you soaring. I'm not drowning. I'm not losing nothing, you know, but I'm not soaring either. And I'm pushing on. And I say, it's not where I plan to be. A lot of people don't plan their life to go where it end up going. But I say, God, I need to do something different. And this is my something different. That and Red wanted to switch lanes and wanted to learn and dive deeper into trucking, you know. So I implore that to y'all that are out here, you going through stuff, especially you men. Especially you men, there's a lot of men that's out here on these trucks and you're turning to drinking and you're turning to smoking, you're turning to popping pills. You behind the damn semi truck, you driving down the road, you can kill someone, you can kill yourself. Um, you're turning that need to have something else. You know what I'm saying? That void for something else doesn't have to be the trees. It don't have to be the bottle while you out here trying to make your money when you need to be focused. Cause shit get rough out here. You know, it's so easy to say, well, I'm gonna have me a drink because this happened today. It's a challenge to want to. It's a challenge to want to better yourself. It really is. It really is a real challenge, but it's not. Life is not gonna get no better if you keep making excuses for yourself, which is what that is. Going to the bottle and smoking the weed and all that kind of stuff. Or hooking up with these women on the road. The women on the road ain't no better either, unless she really cares for you. Speaking to the men right now, getting a lady sometimes is not what you need to better yourself. Having a lady is just like having a bottle of wine or having a bottle of beer, or no, it's a temporary fix, you know. So yeah, I thought about having somebody, but I was like, nah, cause I could have somebody if I wanted to, but I feel like right now is not the right, not the. I'm open to dating and things like that, but it's not. Oh, I need someone. I have someone that's not to eat with your girl shape, because shape has fully acknowledged it since really the end of last year that there are some loopholes that I need to work on for myself. But slowly get my space together. I slowly buy things for my house, and I should be in my own real life house, but if I would have lost it, because money wasn't all that good last year or this year either. You know, so I think I made a sound decision on not jumping and buying a house I did get approved for. So, but I maintain what I have and to make my place so comfortable. Uh, Always been a good space for my mom. That's never wavered and with no different. Um, when I went home, I'm gonna tell you this. Another thing what helped me with counseling is got to me where I draw a line with certain family members. This is real talk now. This real talk. This real thing. Now, yeah, I know I'm on the road. I'm OTR. So my sisters and my mom, they use my place. Yeah, y'all know I have my own space. Yeah, they use my place more than I do. And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know that somebody goes in and out my house. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm out on the road, so neighbors can see. So it's not always good when you leave a place totally with no activity for a long period of time. Like I'm going 3, 4, 6 weeks at a time anyway. I was letting my baby sisters, real talk now, man, right? Her man, her boyfriend, not her husband, use my place sometimes. So let's go back and forth between my place and my mom's place, right? I didn't really care, right? Just send me a little change, little cash up, $40 or $30, $50. So, my rent is up there. My rent is over bands, over a band a month. Anyway, you know, your little 40, $50, I'm paying bills there, right? Okay, you're there with your guy, and this real talk, y'all. This was the counselor kind of helped me to realize the overlies. And when I talked to my counselor, she reinforced to me that I wasn't wrong. Okay. Now, sometimes when you're the oldest or you're the breadwinner, like a lot of you men, you don't have the strength to say no or put your foot down by a lot of things because you're afraid of losing that particular woman, or you're afraid of your kids putting a distance with you for telling them no, putting your foot down, things like that. I noticed over the years that I've kind of let people pull me and take me for a ride. Anyway, back to my story. It's real. This real talk. No, it's really happened. She's using my place. She had a key. No, like one night. Like, y'all know I have a whole house from furniture. I have a bed. I have a couch. I have a table. I have the washer and dryer. You know what I'm saying? I have food in the fridge. I have stuff to cook with. I got the whole nine at my house. So there's nothing lacking. Y'all see my bathroom, or some of my bathroom. So not through fixing up, but y'all see my bathroom here, my shorts, and on my Instagram. Okay. So nothing lacking in my place. You would think by you being a grown woman. See, when I was 26 years old, I had my own spot. Okay. I didn't dare take my boyfriend to my mom's house. To me, I just find that a little bit inappropriate, but it is what it is, right? Thank you, Rashadi. So I asked her, now my baby sister, she does things make money. I asked her to do my stuff for me, my eyelashes for me. And she tells me no. She doesn't know. And I'm like, really? Y'all let me know, because I thought for a minute I was wrong. I thought I was wrong. And then when I got with my counselor, this is before I left. This is when I went home for Christmas, and before I went to Maverick. And I got with my counselor, and she say, you weren't wrong. You can't let people use you. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe your baby sister absolutely nothing. I've always said, because I'm the oldest. You understand? I'm the oldest of four. So from day one, since I've been in elementary school, I was taught responsibility. Okay, I was taught to come home. I couldn't do a lot of after school activities, elementary and middle school, and even high school. Because I had my younger siblings and my dad was locked up and y'all know all that, right? So we will talk about that too. And so I was taught to always care for my siblings, that it's always been on me to be of assistance, and that stuck with me because it's been embedded in me, and it has been embedded in me, and it was right for it to be embedded in me by my mom, right? And that's the things that my counselors breaking down to me, things that a lot of times your parents will do the best they can, and there's no fault to your mom and your dad. They were taught the same things they're teaching you, right? But you have to get to a point where you break that cycle and you see it as a problem. If something's sitting with you and it's not okay, see it as a problem and actually correct it. Don't let it slide. It's okay to put your foot down. It's okay to say no. You know what I'm saying? And I've been like that with my siblings, you know. And anyway, I asked her to do something for me, what she charges people to do, and she basically told me no. And things like that. And I didn't like it, and I like tone she gave it to me in. And I said, well, you're doing this for this person, you charge for this, so why you can't do it for me and you stay here? You're literally using my place to make money. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're using my spot for you to make money. She had a whole setup and the whole thing right there in my damn living room, right? The whole setup. Oh man, uh man, should just be family there, just out of respect. I feel you, Rashad, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a new day and age. It's 2023. So I love her. So I didn't see it as a problem in having her man. I didn't see it as an issue. He's not a bad guy. He's really not a bad guy at all. A boyfriend. So I had no problem with trusting him. Um, but no, she popped the attitude, and I gave you money. I said, baby, the 30, 40, 50 you gave here and there. And it's the first time I'm asking her to do something for me, because she had my key since the end of September. And going in and out of my house more than I ain't walk my head on the road. Check that out there. Check that out there. Look. And you couldn't do this. Just pop the attitude. She kind of dive left with. I dive left a little bit too. And I said, hold up. I had to catch myself. Right? Some things is not, you don't have to always dive in or dive out just because it's something that affects you all the time, or something close by. You don't always have to lose yourself entirely. I've been working on that. You have to lose yourself entirely. And I don't go back and forth with a lot of people here online. I don't do it either. Here, why? I know myself. I know what it is I say and do. I don't have to go toe to toe all the time about things. It's always for the older child. It always has been for me. And I noticed that it's affected my adult relationships. And I had to be honest with that, because I kept telling myself, I'm fine, I'm fine. It's just this, it's just that, it's this, and it's gonna point the finger at everything else, or point the finger at other people, and not saying everything was my fault, because there were relationships in the past that were not my fault. But if I had been in a better environment as a child, I would have noticed some things straight from the gate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ghost, you have girls, so I know you have daughters, and I think we see you do too. when you have daughters, you make sure your girls are seasoned to catch on to certain things. See, I didn't have that. My dad was not an example to follow. Yeah, as what to look for. You know, I'm the oldest of my siblings. Okay, back to my baby sis. Okay, so long story short, she got to cussing me out, and I had to stop myself. And I had to tell her I'm the oldest. I'm not a 21-year-old girl. They're gonna sit here and cuss you back out toe to toe. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think that comes from me seeking the counseling that I've been going to, and reaching out and talking to, and I've been definitely having behind conversations with older ladies that kind of have their stuff looking more together than what I do. Keep it real with you. But and I say, you know what? I'm not supposed to sit here and go toe to toe with you about my place. I'm not gonna toe to toe with you and who can cuss out the best. You know what I'm saying? On what I feel is appropriate around me and my space for you and your man. Right? And she went off on me too, my baby sister. She went off on me. She went off on me. She cussed me out and F you and all that. Really did deny the baby girl. 30, 40, 50 hours don't pay no bills. My rent alone is over a band. And I send my mom's money sometimes. Yeah, so often I send my aunt so change sometimes. Come on. I say, you know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna give you 4 to 8 hours. And I want you to come get your stuff. If you, I'm gonna get my stuff, and you better not touch my stuff. I say, don't you threaten me, because the time starts now on the phone. And whatever you do about it is whatever you do about it. Understand? And rest assured, yeah, rest assured. The next day, she was there from getting her stuff. And, and when she showed up, I tried to tell her off. Then I said, why? Why? There's no she's here. That, baby, I'm telling you, like, these youngsters, they really think there's an obligation to do things for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I used to catch the bus in Houston, going to TSU, trying to go to college. I have college hours I didn't finish. Catching was TSU, taking my classes. They're taking a bus in the middle of the day for taking 2 early classes at TSU and taking a bus to work and then getting off at Walmart at 10, 11 o'clock and asking the bum a ride to get dropped off in Arbor Court Apartments. Well, not Arbor Court, but Haverstock Apartments or in Greenspoint somewhere. Do you understand that? These youngsters don't understand that. When you look at your life and you think when you add it up, you don't want to go through certain things no more. I'm not saying that my life's gonna be perfect. I don't know what I'm gonna come across in the future. But I tell you, there's certain things that I'm not gonna experience. Man, what's up, Mississippi Trucker? What's going on, baby? So she came, got her stuff, what I'm saying, packed her stuff up, packed her little unit up, she makes some money and all kind of stuff, and just left. And I thought about it, and I talked to my counselor lady, and she was like, you good? I said, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And no, she ain't called me since. Nah, when you needed me and you wanted to get something from me, it was fine. I asked you to do one thing for me, and you couldn't do it. And one part of me for a minute was like, I just shouldn't have asked her. And then I think about it, I said, no, I had right to ask her what I asked her to do for me. I guess it's part of what opening up and coming into yourself and acknowledging certain things. You can't allow negativity to seek in. So let me be in the wrong type of space. Let me been drunk or high, something shit came in or something. That I probably got into a fight. I've been to jail. Then your girl be like, "Oh, I gotta go fight, get my license back, and all that kind of stuff." You know, one negative activity leads to another if you don't know it. You know, and you can't always make no sound decision off of your emotions. You just can't. As you get older, if you don't understand that, then what's uh, shit. But yeah, real talk. What I experienced when I went home for Christmas holiday. Ain't that something? Your baby sister cusses you out while you're using your place to see the old shape. Would have just cussed her back out. Allow us to cuss me out and allow us to keep using my place and keep using my key. And that like nothing was wrong because my mom, and see my mom, much as I love her, I noticed that my mom is a little pinch of a hindrance when it comes to the younger sibling because they a little bit always a hindrance for the baby. The baby always gets away what she wants. It's really like that. It's really like that, with my mom. So my mom was always trying to defend her, and allow her to keep using my place. And I was like, no. And even if that means taking my key away from you, don't want her here. And I'm a place talking to me like that. That's not hard. I actually do something for me that you do all day long, right? And you can do it. You riding around with your guy all day long, you drinking, you buying food, you doing what you doing, using my place for your man. You can do what I asked you to do. The old shape would not have asked for her key. Because it's always been embedded in me to be uh the shelter. Because of especially as girls is taught that, especially with your mama, you the oldest girl, or you the second to the oldest period. And your mama gave you dolls, and she taught you how to change the doll and feed the baby, and she taught you how to wash clothes and separate the whites from the colors, and she taught you how to clean the kitchen and all that. At 6, 7 years old, she taught you how to wash dishes and all that. It's embedded in you, but you have to learn how to separate it being life and having relational life experiences, and when you're being used or manipulated. Hope I'm saying that. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Cause let's say hopefully you got your key. Oh yeah, I got it, Rashad, I got it. Trust me, she was gonna ask that key. Talking to me, cussing me out. And, it wasn't necessary, Daddy, what I asked her to do. It was nowhere near necessary because it was nowhere near illegal. It won't cost her a whole lot of money, a whole lot of time. It was nothing that I asked her to do that. And my apartment is in a nice area. My apartment's in a nice area. Right down the street, there's a CVS. There is a grocery store. There's a Whole Food stores. There's gyms. There's nail shops. All that. Not that far from Walmart either. I'm in an excellent area. I wish at 26 years old, I had an older sister that would let me use her place. But at the time she's not there, me and my man could be there. These kids, they have it so good they don't know. It's all you got. It always is ghost town, baby. It's always is. But since I've been going to the counseling, and I encourage y'all to too. A lot of you, especially a lot of you men, there's a lot of you guys that uh really need to seek another outlet. You know, maybe talking to a homeboy is not enough. You need to have somebody has a skill that's knowledgeable into levels of the mind and levels of stress, and because being out in this truck and 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 uh and I thank y'all so much for tuning in. And at first I thought about not telling y'all, but fuck it, the ones that make fun of it, you know. I love taking Metro. It was fun. So, but shit, I used to do it. I used to do it. Get on that bus over there with Fifth Ward over there. TSU, baby, getting off the bus. Sure did. I worked at the CBS on West Timer. Catch the bus and on the ride home, but I'm doing an eviction right now, say, but I can't imagine eviction. If that's what you want to call it, baby. If that's what you want to call it. But I just don't understand it. But I noticed that the old shape, the old Shanitria, will just let it rock. So, because she's the baby. And let my mother intervene between us. And, because she was coming with a well, I don't know what she said. And I don't know what she did. So I'm telling you what she said. I'm telling you what she did. Things don't happen for free. Having your place don't happen for free. If it didn't come to me for free, why should I give it to you for free? That's an enabling type spirit that's coming down. And a lot of moms do it. And throw it on the oldest son or the oldest girl. Throw it on our shoulders. And it's not right and fair to us. A lot of times when I think about it, I didn't finish college because if you don't know about shape, I was going to TSU for pharmacy. That was my first right there, right? And I couldn't finish. My mom kept getting sick on me, and me putting her first, I put my education last. And now when I think about it, I mean, I can go back because I don't have many kids. I can go back, but I was like, God, do I have the patience for it now to sit there in class and go through all that? And I've always have put my mom, my siblings, a little bit ahead of me. I know. So I thank you, Ghost. It wasn't a good feeling. Even if she had the most stankiest attitude. My baby sister has the most stankiest attitude. You cannot sit there and have a conversation. Well, there's been times I've had to get up and go in my car and go around the corner because she was staying with somebody else or being with somebody else, and it's led to altercation. It's led to a problem. I've had to go around the corner and help. No, she's not. I don't know what's going on with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, but it's nowhere near like how we can talk right now. You can do it with my baby sis. She'll pop off. I have a 10, I have a 10-year tent that doesn't want to leave. Oh, poor baby. Well, can you work something out? Can you work something out? Can they pay like every 2 weeks? Or are they that far behind? I just said something. No, 10 years is a long time to have somebody. What's up, Mo Love Music? But no, but going to counseling has been a real eye opener, and it's been wonderful to be freely discussing whatever it is you're going on with you, yeah, mentally and emotionally, and then not with religion shoved down your throat. That's why I tell you that. To me, if you do go, I don't say go to anyone at a church. Um, dig up the few dollars and go somewhere where you could be completely more open with. And it's definitely been slowly helping me, and I'm definitely keep going for the rest of this year. This year, I'm switching into a different lane in trucking. I'm going into multiple lanes in trucking. Um, Working on personal relationships. Um, and then counseling. Counseling is something I'm not going to let go of for all of 2023. Most definitely. I implore you to do uh the same. I'm going back to the course tomorrow morning. Still haven't received the court date. How the court do it up there? Because I know y'all court dates will be bagged up right now because I know New York. In New Jersey, y'all eviction rate is the highest out of everybody. New York, New Jersey, and Georgia, y'all are the top three for eviction rates for tenants. Y'all know that? So your court date might be for a while though. Rent has got so high. I don't know how you gonna maintain your properties and keep your tenants up there unless you just willing just to uh take a lesser take a lesser rent to keep it. I don't know how you set up. To me, I think it's more profitable to keep it occupied and keep it empty. But I mean, I don't know how you set up in your business. Those that are unable usually are not appreciative. Exactly, and that's my baby sis. My mom has definitely covered her, and things like that. And we're gonna switch a little bit. It's definitely been, and we're gonna keep working on it when I go see her, or when I talk to her. Um, is in relationships is definitely weighed with me. You know, there's times I think about that I could have been married. There was times I was in relationships that didn't make absolutely no sense and made no good for me, none whatsoever. Because when I looked at during the most impressionable years from 13 to 18 years old, um, for even elementary school too, it wasn't a good environment that I was in. I would have to get up, y'all, at 10, 11 o'clock at night and just ease myself out of my bed in my slippers and things like that because my mom and my dad, they would fight. They would get at it, baby. They would get at it. Boom, 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 tussle at it, nigga, boom, 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 and they would have at it, you know. And it was like, is this something regular that you're supposed to go through? You little man calling you a bitch, and um, him with men having other women is something normal to accept, which is not for a marriage, especially. You know, I'm gonna holler at that Rashida. You're right, baby. That's also right. But it wasn't a good example. Then the last final straw, I trying to set it on fire, and we got to talk about him. Um, and then my dad's side of the family blamed me. And imagine what that does to a 14-year-old girl when your grandmother, people that are in their 60s and 70s and 80s, are staring at you, and you're the 14-year-old girl at the time, and they're telling you what's your damn fault. That's what my grandma would talk to me like, what's your damn fault? And she blamed me for my dad going to jail. So I I got boxed in, I got closed in because don't nobody understand me but me. Yeah, so my mama leaned on me more once my dad got locked up. Right, I had more responsibility put on me than what it was. So she was thinking about all of us in a way, if you want to, but not necessarily thinking about what was best for me and my future by being the oldest child. Right? She did the best she could, and I absolutely love her. Y'all know I love my mother. Y'all see me take her places. Y'all know I love my mom, right? But she wasn't thinking about me and long-term effects of everything that went on. So she put more on me when I lost my dad. Then my dad's side of the family was holding a child responsible, should be told, um, for calling the police. For, for calling the police. So it developed like some type of phobia of it's a mix of let people into my life that didn't mean no good. Then it was driving people away the minute that I saw certain things. That's what it did to me. That's what it did to me. And I say, why I'm going through this, I'm going through that, and I realize, and don't get me wrong, I'm a grown woman, but when you go through things as a kid, it did teach you a lesson, and it does help you build walls and barriers to certain things. Cause I will do something. Oh Lord, plus it's a one film. a lot more rent. She's locked in from 10 years ago. Oh shit. Mhm. But back to what I was saying. I just realized that with that kind of unstableness, I led that into my adult life, you know, and instead of looking for something solid in my 20s, like Canvas Savings would say, I played around because shit, I just felt like ain't nothing real out there. You know, I didn't buckle down and start a business because there was just so much time to do so. And now I have to be on the truck to make sure I'm living the lifestyle that I want to live. When I could have been set up and established on time ago. See, didn't nobody grab me by the hand, and we don't teach our young boys and girls to our young men. When they're supposed to be cared for and protected and taken care of. The role is reversed. You know, we're abrasive, we're loud, we're disrespectful, we talk to men crazy because that's what's been embedded in us that we have to be the aggressor. And not how it was designed for it to be. We go on a job, we talk to our bosses crazy. You know, we not really how it's more like a defense mechanism because we were not ever put in a position to be protected and cared for. I hope that makes sense, y'all. I'm making some kind of sense, but it's been a wonderful experience for me, and I haven't regretted and starting the counseling phases. Um, I haven't done any of the group things. I think I want to stay the group sessions. I don't think I'm ready for any of the group session counsel. I think I want to stay um, on the one-on-one type. A two-bedroom for 1,800. Shit, I pay like 1,200 for a one-bedroom. Ah, my rent gets like, well, hope that you get that together. Hope that shit isn't. And that's another thing too, being a landlord. It's scary being a landlord because when people can feel like they can do the hell they want in your place, which ain't necessarily true. But yeah, it's something being a landlord. But New Jersey's a whole nother breed of crazy up there. But like I was saying, yeah, I haven't regretted my counseling sessions. It's been wonderful for me. Um, and like I said, especially truckers, and especially trucker men. Yeah, I have so much going on. You dependent for money. A lot of times it's our families. I know that a lot. A lot of you that I talk to. Everything's on your back. You can get frustrated. I want to park your truck and all that. And then sometimes, especially for you men, you may have the wrong person in your life, including the ladies. Just because it's glitter don't mean it's good for you. Just you got that nice and tight body don't mean it's good for you. You have to start really ironing out what really works for you and the state that you're in life. Okay. And if that person doesn't match up mentally and emotionally and spiritually, then get rid of it. And you men have a problem with that. Women do the shit too. When we do the shit too, we'll hold on to something knowing that hell well it's not really good meant to us, good for us. But you men do it too. Just you gonna have bragging rights, or just because you want to look a certain way, or keep a certain appearance online and all that. Keep a certain appearance online and worth you really suffering behind the scenes. And that's what I've come to terms with. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to stress yourself out to say, oh, you in a certain place, or you maintain this, you doing something that it's not worth it. It's a counseling has been wonderful. Isn't a total no no pull down, no judgment, no outcasting, no name calling, no isolation zone for your girl. And the wonderful thing. Um, yeah, let me highlight you, ghost baby. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Come on, let me highlight you now. Okay, there you go. But it's been absolutely wonderful. I implore any of my fellas that watch me, um, it is okay. It's okay to pray, and it's okay to God, and what you know your girl does that on a daily basis. It's okay that, but there's nothing wrong with uh, what can I? There's nothing wrong with having an extra outlet that you can plug into that that you can freely go to and get out everything you need to get out. Sometimes it's not smoking the trees. So it's sometimes it's not go jumping yourself in between a pair of legs. Sometimes it is not calling some man that you know that can come through and lay it down. Sometimes it's not going to the bottle. It's sometimes you need something else. Sometimes when you are going a certain way, you searching for you're searching for a different type of love that you're not going to get from unemotional, unmeaningful sex. I hope that makes sense to some of y'all that's watching. So I hope it makes sense to y'all. I hope it makes sense to y'all, but I just thought I would share that to y'all because yeah, your girl's feeling good. So your girl slowly is feeling better. I went through a real heavy loss last year. A real detrimental hard loss. Um, and I was codependent on uh my mom was always wonderful. Like as far as my mom was the sweetest thing ever when I went through what I went through. I had two homegirls that came through what they came through. And shout out to Pinky. Pinky was a little bit sweet when I went through what I went through. Um, but it was a real loss. And I kept praying, oh God, why? And I think God led me to go on to another place to where I can release. I really release because I've done the crying and I've done the in a way you want to say purging and all that. So yeah, yeah, your girl took a real loss last year. It was very hard and real difficult to pull myself up. I'm slowly pulling myself up out of the sucking place now. Slowly starting to feel better. I think those of you that's been watching for a while have definitely seen the difference on here with me within the last 2 years and when I started. Those that really pay attention, that is. But I definitely was going through a few things behind the scenes, and uh, it came. I had to make a hard decision last year that I didn't wanna do, but my life was on the line. Yeah, you know. Uh, so it was hard. It was real hard. I was that hard, y'all. It was difficult for me. So I have to. I had to find something else to do. Being on the road and being behind the seat and driving, that helps me. It's somewhat of a therapy piece for me, but it's okay to go somewhere else. It really is. It's okay to um, say that you need help in a certain area um, in life, because we all do. we. Anybody sits and tell you they got it all together, they lying. They are totally lying. You can see people on YouTube and the trucking gurus and the conference circles and the trucking hustle people and all these that they show. Those people have problems too behind the scenes that you just don't know. Or you don't know the real true struggle of how they got to be where they are. They're not gonna show you everything. They're never ever gonna tell you everything. They never are. Otherwise, they lose out on their popularity or their money stream. Yeah, that's it. That's it, and I implore a lot of my African American brothers to also seek counseling because what you can do is when you lean in on the weed and the pills and the alcohol and the women, you know, um, eventually all that doesn't subdue, you know, and you mess around and get yourself in a sunken hole, and then that's when the suicide spirit speaks in, and then you want to take yourself out. If you haven't noticed, in the last 2 years, a lot of black men have been taking themselves out. If you ain't been noticing on news and Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, you just seeing about some posting um, about somebody taking their own stuff out. Black women too, also. It's been slowly becoming epidemic in our culture of people taking themselves out of here. So, that's coming from uh, a lack of attention, a lack of love, and a lack of relationships. And you need that to strive in this world because God didn't tell you to be alone in the first place. God told you to have relationships. The isolation um, is something that needs to be broken because it leads to other things, and when you do want to latch on something that's not good for you, you know. So you have to have somebody that kind of can help navigate and help you, and when you give an outline to everything you are, somebody that's really skilled and will have the patience um, to sit there and help you work through, you know, your counseling session right now. Great thing. But oh, well, the real counseling. Thank you, baby. The real counseling. It's not expensive. Like I have, it's not very expensive, because at first I was like, when I found a couple places online, especially on Instagram, that places was really expensive. Like it was $100 per session for like 30 minutes, and I said, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. And I'm skeptical about it, but as I keep going and things like that, and I keep reaching out towards, it's been a nice ride so far. Because life can get rough. And sometimes being in this truck is not no better sometimes. I got a brother that went to jail. They put him in jail. He had served 2 years, so we got that on our back. We got my sister and her boyfriend. They just got their place last week, I think. The one that cursed me out. That yeah, just got their own place now. Um, so yeah, so much can be happening at one time, and if you don't um saturate yourself into something, you know, anything can make you go off. Anything you can spark off like that, and you mess around, get hurt somebody else if you don't latch on to something else that'll keep you sustained. And that's what I think counseling is kind of really doing for me, you know. Like for my mom has been wonderful. She's been nice. She's been encouraging me to go to counseling since summertime since last year, and I put it off towards the end of the year. Um, but now that I started, I think that um, it's something I definitely have gotten more accustomed to. It's more part of like a regimen. That's a can I say that? Can I say regimen? More of a regimen, routine, whatever you want to put it in. Into working on your girl, because mental health is the most important than anything else. You can make all the money in the world, but the dome is not okay. The dome is not free. The dome is not open to ideas and business ideas networking with the right people and meeting the right person and blase blase. And then, all money in the world don't mean nothing. How many celebrities you know that they're nominated for awards and been on these big screen TVs and been on blockbuster movies and then took their own life. So something is amiss. Something is wrong somewhere. So you have to just acknowledge it and really just work on that from there. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you um, are not excelling in every way you want to. There's nothing wrong. Nobody really does. To be told, a lot of people now, unless you've done certain things behind the scenes, these celebrities fool you. Yeah, these celebrities done certain things behind the scenes, see the way they are. Let's be honest with you. Though the truckers on here fool you. Either some of them, honey, some of they subs ain't even real, child. Some of them bought they subs, honey. Don't let that love, that fake love sometimes, quote unquote, take you either, But I'll let you, I'm gonna get up off here. Yeah. I'm gonna get up off, I gotta get down here and hope praise Lord is ready, child. Oh, I'll be sitting here till morning. That's like I'm to the bottom of Texas, like, see, I see all these trucks here today at TA, so that means loads ain't moving. Loads ain't gonna be moving to the morning time, and I done booking myself away from Denton. I praise God that I didn't mess around and had to go jog to go find empty. Praise God, that was empty right there on the set. I just got shot last night, late last night. Uh, Cause they trying to argue your girl down by changing the tire. That's how they do you lazy. These mechanic shops, they act like that we don't know what the hell we doing. Like we never been on truck with us before. I've been driving 5 years. I know when something's wrong with a semi. I'm still telling the man the tire needs to be changed, right? And it took him hours before he went on and changed the tire that I was asking to change. That and changing the dang on sensor, like I wanted the day I changed it. That took hours to come on and do. And then after he got to working on the dang on truck that I'm sitting in, then he gonna sit and say, well, you got a recall. I say, sir, you just are telling me there's a recall on the 2021. There's a recall, y'all, on the 2021 Freightliners for the battery harness lines, whatever it is, the harness line, whatever. So the whole harness line, y'all, have to replace that if you're the 21 Freightliner, have a recall on it. So yeah, that takes about 2 3 days to do on your truck. I said I ain't got time, darling. Just get me running so I can do what I need to do. I'll be on home time anyway in another 2 weeks, so you can do what you do it then. And so I have just gonna bring it back in. But you know how they do it, ladies. You know how they do it. That's so damn frustrating. They're like they can't do what you ask. Like just because I'm a lady on me, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to the truck. I know what's going on with it. You know how they do it. When you're a lady now, when you're a lady, do you like that? So they try to do what they want to do and charge you still about an hour, right? And do what they want to do with your stuff. And I could have been rolling shit yesterday. I could have picked this load up if it was ready yesterday. And got moving and been shit probably halfway to Tennessee. Uh, my first stop is in Nashville, I think. So I'll be saying I'm done Nashville on the way. They be killing me because additional stops too on reefer. You come to reefer, they be throwing additional stops on, child. Let's just go and pay for your shit to come on one trailer. They don't be caring, child, nothing about your time at all. But I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all so much. I hope that I was hopeful. I hope that this live touched you some kind of way. Um, and I hope y'all be safe tonight too. Going on. I hope it's not snowing Hoping it starts snowing somewhere up in the Midwest. I know that's where my ace is going next. We got Tennessee just like that. It's just, I could ask how they want to go down to North Carolina, but it ain't gonna happen. I've been asked to go to North Carolina, and South Carolina, like for the last 2 weeks, and just ain't been able to get that shit. But it's just sticking my ass in this cold ass weather. But I love y'all, and good night, fam.